Coach Davenport, we'll let you make opening comments on tonight's game and what a great victory for Bellarmine.
It's a great victory for Bellarmine, but I think the purist in me in watching that game, that was great basketball. You look at the shooting percentages and you look at the way the game was played. It's clean. That was great basketball. And you had two staffs that you know since Tuesday night have given every ounce of energy they had. And the players did it. The game was tremendously well officiated. That was a great basketball game. Now, as far as we're concerned, these players have deserved every ounce of the credit throughout the year, and nothing changed tonight. I think the key to the game, to break it down, they had 6 more field goal attempts than us in the first half. We shot the ball 64%. In the second half, we had 6 more shots than them. And our assist turnovers flip-flop. We went, I think, 10 assists second half, only 2 turnovers. And I think that's the difference of the game. When you're a great shooting basketball team, you've got to get shots. And I think in our passing in the second half was tremendous. And we did a very good job rebounding the basketball. When teams are behind, they're going to make runs because they're a great shooting basketball team. You just look at their numbers through the course of the year. But if you can rebound the ball, defend and rebound the ball, it's difficult to make runs and catch up. And our kids' passing was just timely. It was just, and for you guys that don't see it, I've seen that type of teamwork since October.
All right, we'll open it up for questions for Coach and our student athletes. Once again, you know the drill, name, affiliation, and fire away. Who wants to open it up? We'll start in the back in the green.
Coach Jake Davis with WDRB. What do you remember, obviously a rematch with Florida Southern tomorrow, what do you remember from the overtime loss back in December, and what are you expecting from them?
Well, they're a great basketball team. They've been ranked number 1. They're a veteran basketball team. And when they came to Louisville to play Southern Indiana and Bellarmine on back-to-back nights, you knew they were a great basketball team. They're solid in every facet of the game. They defend it, they pass it, they're great shooters. You're not number 1 in the nation literally the entire year, and without being a great basketball team. I mean, that's the obvious. But it'll be 2 great teams playing.
Second row in the middle.
Homemade Jungle on the Catholic Sports Network. Jake, how big was it for the defense to get Seeley that second foul so early in the game? You guys seem to attack him early, but to get him out of the game and deal with the team top to a big man.
He's a great basketball player, and we knew that he was their main shot blocker. So we knew if we got him out of the game quick, it would open a lot of things up for us. Like we did, we got him out quick and opened things up for Chris. Chris had a lot of wide open lanes, and when he's penetrating, if he blows by somebody, he's either going to get a layup or a dished off for an assist. So attacking him early was very big because he's a very good player and a very good shot blocker.
Follow up for Coach.
Go ahead.
Against a team like this, a 10-point lead goes away in a second. How big was it for you to keep extending it and keeping it above 13, 14, 15?
Well, that's where it's a game of moments. I'll give you an example in the first half. In the first half, we miss a layup and they immediately hit a 3. We turn one over, they immediately hit a 3. Those are 5-point moments. And nobody was trying to, but it was just it comes down just to fundamentals with us. Our turnovers in the first half were just poor fundamentals. Nobody was not lack of effort or lack of concentration, but just fundamentals, and they knew that. I'm just really proud of the way we shared the basketball. But you don't beat a team like this because every time you score, they get the ball without playing defense as well together as you do offense. Like we have a goal about everybody contributing on defense. It's not 5 one-on-one games, not for us. It's team defense as well as it is team offense.
Let's go in the back in the red jacket.
Creighton Ravs, SpennerRank.com. I'll address this for the players. What was it like having almost 5-6 sections of the Ford Center packed with your fans making the trip up from Louisville?
We think we have the best fans in Division II basketball. I think they took 8 buses to get here, plus people driving their cars. So we knew we were going to have a great crowd here in Evansville, and we just appreciate all their support throughout the whole year. They were at every single home game. It was always a sellout, and we're just very, very thankful that we have such a great fan base.
Josh?
I mean, we just really appreciate all the effort they made to come up here. I mean, it's not a long drive, but I mean, it takes a lot of effort to organise, like you said, like 8 or 9 buses and get everybody up here. So I mean, it was good. It was good to have them all over the court too. Everybody looked at us and run. So we're happy to have them here for sure.
George?
It's easy to be successful when you have a community and a school that supports you as much as Bellarmine does, and you know, having that. Hearing about 11 buses coming up here, you know, it's easy to get excited for a game like that, and we're extremely proud to be a part of that community and have all that support. It's awesome.
I want to comment. I know you asked the players, but I think those shirts with the word family on there pretty much explains everything about this basketball program at our university and our community.
We're going to go in the second row in the green, then we're going to go in the first row, and then Cole. So we'll start there.
Coach Mike McFeely from KFGO Radio in Fargo. You guys are a great shooting basketball team, but for much of the game you were over 70% or over 65%. That had to even impress you. Unbelievable.
Well, that comes from great passing. That happens. Jake Thelen shot 74-7 last year as an individual. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
So but
he's all the way down to 65%.
I know, and we're working about 5 every morning to correct that. Trust me. You know, it's when you take shots you practice and you drill individual instruction as much as we do. Where in an individual instruction program in the middle of the season, 9 o'clock individual with 4 guys, they might get up 185 to 235 shots in a 35-minute span. And when you get shots you practice, you should expect to make them. You know, preparation, confidence comes only from one place, and that's being well prepared. That's academically or athletically. If you're ready for that exam, you got a right to expect to do well. If you're ready for the exam on the court, playing a great team like that, you got a right to expect to play well. No guarantees, but the only confidence you can ever gain is from great preparation. Might be the greatest coaching cliche ever.
Front row.
Eric Pearson from the Newport newspaper in Fargo. Kind of the players get exposed. A lot of times people get to the stage of the season and the shooting kind of takes a while. Why do you think you guys are so locked in from offensively making shots?
Like Coach said, you know, we practice on those shots, you know, every single day, either in individual instruction or in you know, in our practices. And you know, we're just kind of in a rhythm right now. We have great shooters and great passers. And you know, Chris Whitehead, our point guard, opens up a lot of things for us. You know, when he drives, you know, into the paint, he's like I said, he's either getting a layup or hitting somebody on the wing for a wide open jump shot. And we have great shooters that knock down shots, so you know, that's pretty much why.
Cole.
Questions for Coach.
Yes.
You guys made headlines earlier this year, but by taking the story of taking Patrick McSweeney under your wing, and I talked to his father earlier. He was talking just about how much it's meant to him this year to be a part of the team. Can you, and this players can answer this as well, but can you kind of describe his role with the team and kind of what inspiration he's been for you guys this year?
He's part of the team. I think that says it all. When we're wearing shirts, and the reason the shirts with family on them, just so you understand, every huddle that we've broken since August, we reported back to campus on the 26th of August. Every huddle in individual instruction, every timeout, every pregame, every postgame. Think that's probably 700 and change huddles. We've uttered the word family, and I think to include Patrick McSweeney as part of our family, I think that answers your question. He's part of our family. We get a shirt, he gets a shirt. I mean, you know, he's a very courageous young man. A lot of people don't realize that he cut the net, and I said this yesterday to the press, he cut the nets down last Tuesday night. These guys had planned that. And Wednesday morning, he was in Cincinnati to get a complete infusion treatment. And, you know, we all have difficult times. So he goes to Cincinnati, all-day treatment, and spent all day. His mother texted me late in the day, telling the doctors and nurses about our guys. That's real-life lessons right there.
You guys kind of also describe what he's been doing.
Like Coach said, he's a great inspiration. You know, we love him as much as we love anybody on our basketball team. He's a part of our team. You know, he's a locker in our locker room. You know, he gets every shirt that we get. You know, he has our warm up. You know, he's such a great kid, and you know, we just treat him like one of us. He he's been through a lot, and we're just there for him always, being positive. And when he comes to us, it's kind of like his escape for everything. So we just, we love to have him there. We love seeing him in the locker room, and we just love being around him.
Having someone like that around, I mean, you might think like practice or you're having a bad day or something like that, but then you got to realize like you don't have any real problems with someone like that around. I mean, it's just humbling really to have him around and see what he's been through and how he approaches his attitude towards it. It's good.
Like they said, he really is from day one. He's been a part of this team. Every huddle we break, we say family, and he's been a part of that family. And if we have the opportunity to make a positive influence in his life, then I'm extremely proud of that.
Guys, I don't apologize for caring. Never will, never have, never will. And I can cry at a grocery store calls. But he walked out to get on that bus today with his shooting shirt on from our game. We played against Louisville. And I'm sitting in front of that bus, man. He walked on that bus like a soldier. He walked on there like he's ready to go conquer the world. And I thought, man, that's good people do good things. Good players play well. They rebound, shoot, pass. Extraordinary people and extraordinary players make others better. And that's what these guys have done.
Let's go into pink.
Brian, we're on Wave 3 Sports. Coach already mentioned, this is for the players, Coach already mentioned what it's going to be like to play Florida Southern again. Can you talk about what you learned the first time around and how excited you are to play them now in the Final Four?
Go ahead, Jake. We'll start with you.
We learned that they're a very, very, very good basketball team. Like Coach said, they've been ranked #1 in the country for pretty much the whole entire year, and rightfully so. They're 33-1. We're very excited to get the opportunity to play them again. I remember after we lost, we said we'll see them again. And, here we are, Final Four, playing them again.
So, you did say that?
So
must have missed that beat.
So, like I said, they're such a great basketball team, and we're looking forward to get the opportunity to play them tomorrow.
Josh?
Like Jake said, they're a really good team, and I think the thing we got to do most and we have to learn to do from the first time is just respect how they play and their players.
George?
They're a team full of seniors, and anytime you have experience like that, you're going to be built for the postseason. And I think as long as we come in with their respect for them and how talented the team they are, I think it's going to be a great game tomorrow.
I've known Link, guys, since he was at St. Joe's when I first got hired at Bellarmine. And I'll tell you guys, he's one of the best basketball coaches in the country at any level. His record speaks for itself. He is a tremendous basketball coach.
Okay, we got time for one more.
Josh, George, Jake, talk about the defensive difference and how much trust you have in that defense now and how much you've grown with that defense through the last couple of months.
Anytime you practice something every day, you're going to have a lot of confidence in it, especially after a year of doing it. So, we practice the same defense every day. We practice talking and everything. And I've got complete faith in the guy next to me and the guy behind me. So, it makes it a lot easier to get on the ball and get up and play defense knowing people behind you got your back.
Also helps to have 6'9", 6'10" back line. We put in the pack line defense at the beginning of the year to take away straight line drives because that's what's hurt us the past few years. And like I said, George has the most block shots in the GLVC, and Josh jumps higher than anyone I've ever seen. So it helps having a 6'9", 6'10" guy in the back, helping to take away those layups.
George? Coach Gaines has been so passionate about it from day one. He's really drilled it for us. And anytime you see a guy like that, really passionate about defense, especially considering offensively, he was pretty good. It kind of fires you up to play it. And